Hello, and welcome to an episode of Todd Talks. When Todd Talks, people listen. What a rush! Hopefully. I need a rush. It's very early in the morning for me. Can you tell by my hair? Yeah. So, this morning, we are doing the review / reaction to Shigaraki versus Mahito. And again, it's bit early in the morning, and I do apologize because when I was at a Comic-Con, as I noted in my preview video, and I went to YouTube randomly during my Comic-Con on Saturday, and I'm like, oh look, they already have Shigaraki versus Mahito up. Wait, they have Shigaraki versus Mahito up? Like, what the heck? I've been having such a what day is it moment, like the last 2 days. It's been crazy. But yes, they posted it early, and I'm not going to complain about that. I had a great time last night eating pizza and watching Death Battle. It was a nice change of pace. So, but it also meant that it was so dark when I got done watching it that I couldn't do my review video without it being like seriously yellow in my room. So I was like, I'm just going to do it in the morning before I have to go back to Comic-Con. You're welcome. So, first and foremost, I won. I am 3-0 this season so far. And I grant you that these matchups were mostly predictable, with the exception of Spawn Ghost Rider. That one was still seriously 50-50 because people were debating whether the pen stairs would work and soul manipulation and so on and so forth. But 3-0 for me. Really happy about that. And it was a really good fight. I was surprised by how long it was, actually. It was 24 minutes. And if you haven't seen yet, it's already crossed 1 million views in less than 24 hours. So clearly the Saturday experiment worked. Go Death Battle. I definitely expect them to do this for the next Death Battle, which, of course, we will get to. I think one of my favorite things about this episode was the simple fact that they focused not just on... And I know it's almost become like a recurring theme, but I preferred the story elements to just the natural breakdowns, because these two are very complicated beings, especially with Shigaraki's rough upbringing versus Mahito's philosophy about life and how that led to him going after Yuji in certain aspects. And it was important to me because, especially at the end, we got to see that they technically got their victories. They just got them in abstract ways that made them a bit more compelling than, say, Madara Aizen, where one was betrayed at the end versus the other was in prison, then he came back, and then he got imprisoned again, and whatever. So, like with Shigaraki, he was the ultimate villain. He got to be the villain that he always wanted, and history will remember him as such, even though he was just happy that Deku tried to save him. And then with Mahito, even though I've never read Jujutsu Kaisen, he broke Yuji, which would influence things going forward, especially with Sekuna. So, they won in their own ways, and it was just a matter of who would beat each other. So that was pretty cool. And DJ, dear gosh, you went full tilt with the analysis and the breakdowns. They've been trying so many new things with this independent Death Battle season, and I applaud DJ and the others for going full tilt. Or full tit gorilla if you watch the bloopers for Bardock Omni-Man. Whiz, hold my beer. I'm going full tit gorilla. But I watched bloopers a lot recently. But just the way they make things pop, especially with all the hand animations and the manga panels popping out. It's been a lot of fun to watch. It makes each episode compelling because you're like, ooh, what special animation techniques are they going to use this time around? So it was really fun. As for the animation, this was Moro's second fight with Death Battle. And while I am fully fine with saying that it was not the level of peak of Bowser Eggman, that's a really hard bar to clear. I'm sorry that I'm gonna be watching that again today on my way to my death battle. Yes, I will be fighting other comic creators to the death. I will win, obviously, but No, I'm watching on the way to my Comic Con, and I can't wait because it's still one of my all time favorite death battles. It's great. But this one was really interesting because he had to draw one human last time, an Eggman. This time, he and apparently his sister, as he noted in a Twitter post, had to draw multiple people, and the disfigured bodies of Shigaraki and Mahito, which you saw multiple times in the fight, plus their super forms, plus domain expansion, and all the gosh dang hands. And if you've seen the Death Battle casts, the last few, they asked Moro, like, can you draw hands? He's like, not really. But I was like, you're gonna learn. And that's not a joke, by the way. Hands are the hardest thing to draw. And if you think about it, it's not that difficult to picture because not just how the hands move, but how they can look at different angles, and they almost never seem to look right because of like how the different ways you can move them and all that. And so then now he had to draw thousands of them. I want Moro to do a post and talk about how many hands he actually had to draw for this fight. It would be hilarious. Another key content difference between this one and Bowser Eggman was I felt this one was more of a almost a full tilt gorilla, a full tilt blitz of a battle. There was only talking at the beginning when Shigaraki met Mahito, and then it was breakneck action the rest of the way, and there were small beats of, like catching our breath and Bowser Eggman versus this one, which is like go, 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 go. Here's the next big piece. Here's the next big piece. Here's the next big piece. Here comes the train. Domain expansion. And all for one showed up. Yeah, I totally called that, by the way, that Mahito would lose because of the vestiges of all for one stopping him. And sure enough, I was right. Them recreating Jujutsu Kaisen with the running away scene, that was pretty cool. And as someone noted in the comments, whoever gave Moro the idea, or if Moro was the one who had the idea of having Mahito's head run away, that was hilarious. It was very good animation, and obviously Death Battle is going to be using Moro from now on. He's proven himself, like, gangbusters. And as Death Battle Discord was talking about recently, that I was a part of, there's a beauty in having different kinds of animators and not just animation styles, because we all see things differently and we all think, oh, we could do this or we could do this, and this effect would be so much cooler, and it stacks. So Moro being on the DB team now just adds that extra level of epicness that we can all look forward to. It's like, oh, this is a Moro fight, just like, hey, we're about to have another Devil Artemis fight, and we're all hoping it's going to be another great episode. My only complaint, and I know it's a small one, but because of the breakneck pace of it all, the ending felt a little too quick. And I even watched the battle right before I did my reaction to make sure I felt the same way. And it was, he just straight up decays his head and then just like smolder in front of the camera. I kind of wanted a little bit more from the ending, but oh well. But yes, I won 3-0. Can't wait for the next episode because it's the matchup we voted. Okay, not all of us, but most of us voted for. It's the Kickstarter rematch episode. It is Master Chief versus Doom Slayer. I almost said Doom Guy. Doom Slayer, which will obviously be 3D, obviously be done by Devil Artemis, and I think this one will definitely be really, really fun. I haven't done a Master Chief episode because Master Chief was there. Master Chief Doom Guy was at season 1 or early season 2, one of those two. So yeah, that was well before my time. So I look forward to diving into Halo and then the recent Doom games. Like, remember, it's the recent Doom games, not the original ones, because Doom Guy still loses. Doom Slayer, well, we'll see now, won't we? But yes, that will be next month, which is only 2 days away from now. So we're almost in April. How did that happen? But yes, with that, I'm ending this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Shigaraki versus Mahito? Are you thrilled that we're going to keep getting fights like this because of Moro? And what one do you want him to do next of the matchups that we know about? Or one that maybe you think he would totally rock at? Lazan, maybe? Just saying. And also, how pumped are you for Master Chief versus Doomslayer? Let me know in the comments below. So, I thank you for watching. As far I know you were listening, and I'll see you around.